Yo, welcome to another episode of Nothing Nice. It's your boy JB. I'm here with my brothers. I got Mook. What's up, brother?
What up with it, brother?
Yes, sir. I got my man here, my brother E.
What's going on
good,
with you?
man?
How y'all doing?
Good. How was the week?
Oh, man, my week has been cool, man, so far.
Yeah? What's up, bro?
Yeah, just chilling. Hot. What you
Man,
It's hot.
this Texas heat is no joke. It's not for the weak for sure.
Disrespectful out here.
And
Bruh.
this is supposed to be when it's like kind of slowing up a little bit.
Man, listen, August is disrespectful.
It's turning up.
Low key. But you know what? Let's talk about, since we're going to talk about turning up, let's go ahead and slide right into the Olympics. Bro, brothers, you watching Steph Curry, Bron, them take down Serbia, that was crazy. That was probably, that's for sure top 3 best Olympic game, basketball game that I've ever seen. But I think that's ever exists.
It's up there and it's stuck, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, it
so,
was a good game. Great game.
what do you think about the game? What'd you get from it? Mook, start us out, bro.
First time, man, Curry went out, bro. He didn't have to be unlocked this time, man. You impressed me, Curry, man. Keep up the good work, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Good game, man. I ain't got too much to say, man. I mean, they scared the crap out of him. My heart was beating for a minute. I was almost doubting, man. But it's so hard to beat a team 3 times, man. And it's kind of made me feel like, man, was they playing possum a little bit to try to catch him? And they looked like they kind of knew they was gonna meet him later on.
Nah.
Man, it was a tough game, man. And then again, Tatum did not play again.
I don't. You know what? I'm attributing that to horrendous coaching, not bad coaching. Horrendous coaching. If Ty Lue was coaching this team, I was telling somebody this earlier.
Eric Spoelstra.
If Eric Spoelstra or Ty Lue was coaching this team, there's no way that's like, we need lockdown defense, Derek White over Jason Tatum. It's just not happening.
You getting killed by
It's just not
guards
happening.
and wings, and you say, hey, put White on him.
I'm telling you, he
White
put
was
45 on their head.
White was getting cooked out there, man. They cut it down to, I think it was 6 or 8 after being down 15-17.
Yeah.
And then White in the second group came in, and they were literally picking White out to just say, I'm going to drop a shot, a layup, a 3. He was fouling on 3s. It was crazy.
And I said this before, man. Man, Kerr is making this about him, man. Like,
I think so.
You ain't talking about no other coaches in the Olympics.
Yeah, I think
Kerr gotta be
ego
different,
thing.
man.
You know what Eric Spoelstra talks about? Well, have y'all ever heard what Eric Spoelstra talks about the coaching or just the opponents or anything like that? Man, the level of respect or the level of like, you could tell that he's actually watching what these coaches are doing. He's watching these games. He knows like the tendencies of these coaches. Like, but it might just be the videographer in them or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, he pays attention.
For sure.
He just overworks his horses. That's why I want to be coach.
And what I'll also say to that, I think that Curry has a little bit of an arrogance to him as a coach.
For sure.
And I mean, to be great, you have to have a little bit of an arrogance as well. But I feel like he has a Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich arrogance.
Now he deserves it. He won 4
to
rings.
that. Yes, he deserves because he won 4 rings, but he got to do it with the same style. He never had to go through different things. And on 3 of the 4 teams, 4 rings, he had the best assembled team in the league.
That's true too.
I mean, in the Olympics, to be, just apples to apples, he has the best assembled team in the Olympics too. However, going into a game, and you're in the game, and you're seeing the way that the game is flowing, and you see that you're getting killed by not just Joker. Joker was being Joker. You expect that. But when you see the 1 and the 3 killing you, and you look at Jason Tatum, and then look past Jason Tatum, you say, don't give me the 6'10 small forward. Yeah. Don't give me the 6'10 small forward. Give me the 6'4", 6'5 guard to play on these guys. Who's not better than Tatum at anything.
Yeah.
Including defense.
And they still ain't giving us a real explanation of why you ain't playing this guy.
Because there's no basketball sense at this point. But I don't really want to make it about Steve Kerr's inability to play Jason Tatum because, truth be told, that team won that game. There was no Steve Kerr coaching in that
They just wanted it more. They refused to die. That's what
I heard him say something like Steve Kerr gave him confidence, but gave him the reality. Boy, all of them are champions that you're talking to.
Low key.
What could Steve Kerr tell players that were way better than him in his anything?
That's actually a great point.
So
because
it's like
everybody on the court at the end, or 3 out of the 5 on the court at the end. So Book hasn't won a ring, but he's been to the finals.
Yeah.
And Embiid hasn't won a ring, but Bron multiple rings, KD multiple rings,
Yeah.
Steph multiple rings.
Yep.
All 3 of them have championship MVPs. All 3 of them have scoring titles. So they.
Red multiple rings.
Yeah, so they know what to do. They know how to play, how to win. Man, that game. And just real quick, pause. I'm just in the thought process. I just want to address something. So he tried to say Draymond unlocked Steph. Steph's leading the team in scoring for the Olympics
right now.
After today's game, he's leading the team.
Man,
in scoring. So I just want to throw that in there. Draymond's at home. But anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. No, but
he agreed with what I'm saying.
For sure.
Yeah.
Steph killed in the first quarter. Steph kept us in the game, like in a reason.
That's why he won.
No, I won't say he kept us in the game.
In the first quarter?
Oh,
he had 17.
That first quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the,
I was just gonna go first quarter. First quarter it was Steph. Bron had a takeover spot in there as well. KD had a spot where he hit extremely timely buckets that we needed. Book hit a big 3 that we needed. Ant had a block that we needed in the game.
Yeah.
AD played with heart as well. Embiid had his best game of the Olympics, which we needed.
It makes sense.
That Joker extra, man. Like, why that dude turn that flip after he made that leg?
What? I'm like, bro, you already got back problems. What is you doing?
Bro. 7-1-3-30.
Yeah.
You know what he remind me of? He remind me of.
Shaq.
You remember when Shaq, you take the arm down and turn a backflip?
Yeah, when Shaq used to jump over the seats for a
I
ball.
was gonna say Shaq is one of the most athletic basketball players ever.
Oh, man.
Shaq didn't really have injury problems till later. He was
Y'all
able to
remember
run
that game, man? He was about to run and catch the ball and everybody in the
Oh yeah.
When he played for the Suns.
Oh man, that joke.
The first time
big cactus.
they jump over.
That
The second time it was like, heck no.
That mother about like the Red Sea.
Yeah,
Bro. When did you? I'm like, you got it, bro.
Hey, where everybody go though? They just got out the picture.
Yeah, for sure. They just moved out the way. It's not happening to
Oh
us.
man,
Bro, literally.
Shaq laughed at it because he was like, oh, y'all wasn't gonna catch me for real.
Listen, gotta save yourself, Playboy.
I ain't mad at him.
No, but E, what else you see from the game, bro?
Oh yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough first quarter, but that second quarter, that was probably the scariest quarter I've seen this whole entire Olympics in regards to the Americans.
Going into halftime.
Having not going into the halftime, the whole second quarter was spooky. It was like we would start a comeback, then we'd be down by 12. We start another comeback, we'd be down by 8. We start another comeback, we'd be down by 15. Like we just could not do anything to make this a single-digit game, or we couldn't do anything just to lessen that lead for nothing at all. And then the third quarter happened. I'm like, it's gonna be where the switch comes, cause we ain't trying to play real basketball towards the end of the fourth.
Right.
Wrong, man. Bogdanovich was hitting threes.
Bruh.
He was hitting threes like he was wide open in the gym. He bombed himself in the gym, just getting threes up. That's what he was doing. I think
he looked like Reggie Miller versus the Knicks.
I think he hit like 8 threes that game, 8 or 9.
Yeah. I also noticed the shift. It seemed like in the first half, it seemed like in the first half, it seemed like they had the mindset of we just gonna outscore these guys. We're gonna outscore them. And then like in the second half, they were like, man, let's clamp down on defense.
That fourth quarter, they really locked in.
When they first came out, they was like, we just gonna play offense today.
So here's the thing though. Beyond that, because usually Team USA, just from the exhibition to the actual tourney, we've seen that they do have a defensive switch where they're like, okay, we can legit start locking up from here and just go off of that.
Credit to LeBron James for having the tough
for sure.
of
However,
Jokic. several times.
He did. That was big. However, in
At
this
39
game
too.
specifically, that switch did not click the same because they kept getting whoever they wanted on the screen, whoever was a weak link on the court, they would get them on the screen, and then you would see, or a lot of times they would also try to double Joker. Joker would be on the box, he would be on the block, and then Drew Holiday would try to cheat over, which would leave one of the Vanagits. That's crazy, but. We'll leave him open. He was hitting everything. The guard was hitting everything. So they just kept getting stuck on that. So trying to switch on defense and rotate and all that, it wasn't working.
But to defend what they was doing, I mean, Jokic have been around long enough that you gotta respect him. You gotta cheat. You gotta cheat. Like that's the thing about playing Jokic, man. Game too. You gotta respect him enough to know if you don't come and help, he's gonna. The footwork is impeccable. But
that's also why that's also one of the big reasons why we got Joel and Embiid, because they're supposed to just balance each other out.
They cancel each other out.
Joel didn't want to play defense for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
For the first 3 quarters, he wasn't playing defense.
It's just Jokic.
No. That was the adjustment that they made. Instead of you being down and just stand in the paint because you can stay in the paint, step up because the further away that Embiid was, it was just more. It was easier for Serbia to get into their high screening roles and then get and have Joker posting up from the free throw line, starting his post up from the free throw line, because he did that a lot and he was able to make reads because he could see the whole floor. But one thing they were doing, I give him credit to, was right after he made a move, somebody was right there.
Yeah.
And for a little bit, that was working, but then Joker's a genius when it comes to like. Finding
the open person and passing the ball.
He just has a genius-like ability to find the open man. So it didn't last long, but credit to them for even just trying to give him different looks and stuff like that.
He's such a high IQ player that you got to switch it up. You can't run the same defensive set against him 2 times in a row. He's gonna eat it up.
But he is lazy though. He really got exposed for the lazy person he is. If you're a jump shooting big in the league and your assignment is Joker, if you can hit consistently that free throw line jumper or that 15-foot jumper, you're guaranteed a healthy 15. Regardless of who you are, if you got more touches than that, you're probably guaranteed 20 and up, because it was buckets that if he just stepped up a little bit, because he's 7 foot, if you just stepped up a little bit, you could have made Embiid a little bit more uncomfortable. Embiid wants to shoot the ball, but you made him feel comfortable, so he acted in his comfort.
Bro, but what do you think about this? One thing that I noticed that I'm not necessarily concerned about, but it's just crazy just to think about for the future and where the NBA is. At the end of the game, the guys who we counted on are the old faithful. Yeah. Bron, Steph, KD.
You could throw Embiid in there now. Oh, yeah. Don't forget about that crazy tip-in that Anthony Davis had. Boy,
that was nice. But I mean, like, who took over?
Oh, who we depend on? I know what you mean.
This game,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, this game was very close to being lost. But who we really leaned on for this win, who stepped up to the call for this win, it was like a playoff game or like a championship game, are the guys who have basically been in every championship in the last 8 years, 8 to 10 years. Bro, what is this saying? Because they're not gonna be there for the next Olympics. But what is that saying for the NBA coming into this next season?
Well, that doesn't say. There's not nothing bad on the NBA. That just goes to
their greatness.
No. I'm stuttering. My bad. That just goes to show the lack of coaching quality that the Team USA has. Because there's no way how you have a person that can score in bunches like Jason Tatum or Ant-Man just on the bleachers like they regular guys.
Yeah.
There's no way. You can't tell me. There's no justifiable reason why Devin Booker's getting more time than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
When he sent him home.
Right.
He did.
What
you think? Here's my thing about what you said is I agree with it, but we forget, man, that Booker, man, was take away last year. You know, he kind of had a rough year, but Booker was cooking, man. Like,
no,
Booker,
he's a great basketball.
this guy gonna score 70 points in the game, man.
But remember, he did lose that.
I was gonna say that was in the loss.
He's an exceptional basketball player for sure.
He's what, 2 years away from taking the team to the finals, and he was the number one guy. Like,
no,
really,
for sure.
Yeah.
Really past his prime.
But honestly, if you
big
say,
man, I mean, you take Adom, you take DeAndre Adom, and you
saying Adam's past his prime where he was super young at the time.
No. I'm saying Chris Paul past his prime, but if you take an Adom,
Chris Paul was killing that.
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying if you put somebody a little bit tougher than Adom in that championship game,
oh yeah,
because he had his way with Giannis had his way with Adom.
Giannis had that boy.
He had his way with him.
His feelings.
Like you had Adom putting up any type of fight, he would be a champion too. So you know what I'm saying. I can see why. I see why they are playing Booker. He do make big shots, man.
He hit the big three at the top of the key.
I think he just came off an injury this year. He was injured a lot. Because even last year, man,
You think
the guy was
Booker's better than Jason Tatum?
No.
I don't think he's
You
necessarily.
think Jason Tatum can't play the shooting guard? You think he can't play a guard position?
I don't know. Like, I can't defend nothing that's Curry doing, man. Like, I can't defend none of it because it doesn't make any sense. Like,
if Curry's the coach, I'm not playing
Is
that.
KD coming off the bench?
Yes.
yeah, he's coming off the bench, and I don't know understand that, but
Because he looked like he was coming off the bench. He looked like he was a six man.
he's coming off the bench every game. He started.
He and come off the bench together.
Bro, he's looking like a six man. I'm like, they saying he's cold or he's not getting a lot of burn. I'm looking, I'm like,
Yeah.
Kurt tripping.
I mean, I definitely agree with that. But man, all right. So just to keep pushing this, we have France. And we have the U.S. playing in the finals.
For sure.
France is the first team since 1996 to be able to play home while it's being hosted. Yeah, the last time was with the Team USA in what was that? Atlanta.
96.
In 96. So France, U.S., Wemby. And some other.
I got LeBron.
What are we looking at here?
I got LeBron them not even playing in the fourth quarter.
Blowout.
Oh yeah, it's
blowout.
Yeah, for sure.
It's championship time.
When they got Evan Fournier started.
At the same time,
They got Evan Fournier
you could have said
started.
the same thing about Serbia.
The real championship game was tonight. That was a gold medal game.
No, but Bogdanovic, he's actually a lethal shooter in the league. He just was tripping when he was in
Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta. Yeah,
I mean, they got Batum. They got the defensive champ 4 times.
they got he
Rudy getting benched.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Crazy.
He gunned for that when Draymond Green retires and hangs up his hat. He gunning for that number 1 cog spot.
Who?
Don't you start that.
Rudy Gobert.
No
Start
way.
that, E-Man.
Rudy Gobert.
No
Man, don't
way.
you start that.
He gunning.
Rudy has.
Why you want to get these guys?
Rudy
He
has
doesn't.
3 to 4 years left in the league.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, bro.
No, he does
yes,
not.
bro.
Rudy Gobert, at the rate he's playing
unplayable.
basketball, if
It's
the
gonna
kid
get-
Mutombo can play to 41, why can't he?
It's only gonna get worse.
It's going to get worse for the Dikembe.
It's true. It's true.
Dikembe
But
used to average like 15 to
gonna
17.
Basically, okay. I like DeAndre Jordan. He was dope with the Clippers. However, who DeAndre Jordan is now, that's who I'm expecting Rudy Gobert to
No,
be at
because
that time.
his game
What's
is
the
not
difference
predicated.
between them?
His game is not predicated on his athletic prowess. DeAndre Jordan
What's it
was
predicated upon?
him
Just being tall?
Him being a defensive juggernaut.
I was waiting for something. I was gonna say that juggernauts.
I'm just saying.
The way people
He got
gun-
256
the way
for being a defensive
the way
player.
people call screens for him to say, "Hey, let me get Rudy."
He got
Let's make this
250.
easy.
He
Let's
got
go get Rudy.
250 for being a defensive player. Name another defensive player that got 250.
This is a different NBA though.
No,
that's not even like a fair question.
No, it is a fair question.
What other center
Name another player that got 250 for playing defense.
for playing defense? The last,
You can do it at any point in time.
I don't.
It's not
I
another
would
one.
have to look at.
It won't be another one either. It's just that Utah was just in a situation. Same thing with Laurie
I was
Marketing.
saying-
How Laurie Marketing got 250.
I was gonna say, man, Utah just had the money. You gotta spend it on somebody.
Dang.
Somebody gotta get
Is that what the league has come to? Somebody got to get it.
So somebody gotta get paid.
Get out of here.
Man, listen.
They traded him the next year. They didn't even wait for the money to start being paid by them. They said Minnesota was the first one to pay him.
That's why I would never put him in the same sentence as Draymond, because Draymond is way more important than Rudy Gobert is.
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm all right.
I wouldn't put him in the same sentence
more important?
with Dennis Rodman, not
Why
Bill
not?
Wallace.
Why not?
He would be in the same sentence
not?
with Derek White.
Okay, you doing a lot.
Here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Derek White,
Marcus Smart. I'll give you Marcus
Smart. That's doing a lot.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Marcus Smart has to guard harder people.
We can talk bad
I don't know
about
that.
Rudy Gobert, but at the end of the day, when Rudy hang it up, his numbers is gonna look great.
Which numbers?
Wait, what?
Let's do it. Which numbers?
When he's telling his kids about his legacy, he gonna
What
be the same.
numbers? Stop telling me about his legacy. Don't
his
overlook
kids.
that.
I didn't mean to say numbers. I mean legacy. when he go
I was
back,
gonna say, we're not about to gas 13
when he go back,
no, we're not.
when he go back and he telling his kids about his playing day, he gonna be like, yeah, 4-time defensive player of the year,
Yeah.
silver medalist,
That's crazy.
silver medalist in the Olympics.
Yeah.
He
They
gonna
won
like-
silver last time. He a 2-time
And
silver.
then he gonna say,
he a silver.
then he
guy.
gonna be able to hype himself
Silver
up and say,
spoon.
man, I got traded. I demanded 3 number ones.
No. The market didn't dictate that.
That's
He
crazy.
got 3 number ones.
Man, listen.
It was only because they didn't have $250 million worth of salary to go dump on him.
honestly,
So they had to sweeten the deal.
honestly,
who's
So
gonna
they
do-
didn't have to give up 3 number ones. Wasn't nobody else gonna pay him?
Are you gonna match the salary that they paid him?
They already matching it. Who
No.
But that's why you give up the
Matching
number
it-
one, so you
matching
don't have
it
to
in
pay.
players. Are you matching $250-some million in players?
So you just traded that in picks.
Oh, you said
Okay.
he worth 3 number ones.
Of course not.
So they basically leverage their future for
No,
it.
it's just changing money for money. I didn't
No,
say it was
it's-
because. Well,
it just-
it's what they needed at the time, and they figured if we're winning, they're not gonna be high number one picks.
And you know what's
anyway.
so crazy? This is the funniest part. Them picks have been booty cheeks. Like who? Like that? we
Because
have
they're
to
not gonna
figure
be
it
high
out.
picks.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out and see.
One
who their
of them
picks-
Larry Marketing?
No, Laurie Marketing got traded there.
Did he?
Yeah, he got drafted by the Bulls. Like I think with Kyrie or a little bit after Kyrie. No, with Jabari Parker.
Oh,
All right, so
I think.
real quick, so you said not close at all, blowout.
Oh, for the
I said
game.
blowout. I said blowout.
I know you said blowout.
It's
You
gonna be
said-
a close game, but we gonna win that. I think we're gonna win it by like 12 points.
I say blowout.
12,
What number?
I say 20 plus.
20 plus, 12 plus. I think it's gonna be close, especially because they're in France. I can't see the whistles. If it's tight, I'm not. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to where it's like, oh, like you didn't
The
touch
ref's
the foul.
German.
But you still in France. It's still Europe.
Nah, they just lost to them boys, so they gonna hold the
That's
whistle.
crazy. That's the same.
That's
But no.
more the reason why I think it's gonna be a blowout.
No, I was gonna say they're home. They have the home court. They have the home court. They have the fans, and they're playing for gold.
Yeah, none of them
I think
don't
it's
speak English.
I think it's gonna be close. That's wild. I think it's gonna be close. I think it'll probably be a. I'm with you. 6 to 8 point game.
I said 12.
I say 12. That's crazy.
I
8.
said 12.
I'm going 8. I'm going 8.
Price is right.
Yeah. So I'm going 8. 8 point game. 12. 20
plus.
20 plus. I already bet.
I'm not mad at the 20 plus, but I just feel like the way that they playing.
I feel like
this
experience.
is the home. Because that's the reason why I don't think that, because this USA basketball team is not experienced in Olympic basketball.
Playing together for sure either.
I think the only two
KD,
people,
Brown.
Y'all was just talking about all this.
No, it's AD.
The
AD.
thing
KD,
y'all
Brown, and
say,
AD.
y'all got all this championship caliber. It's championship time, fellas.
No, it's there.
It's championship
The
time.
experience
That's
of
why we
winning
don't
a
win.
championship,
In the
but
fact-
not the experience of playing
Check
together.
me out. The fact that it's championship time, they just came off scared, almost losing.
Yeah, they did.
They coming out.
They did.
They getting it over in the really. by halftime it's gonna be over. That's how I feel.
I like
but I'm
that.
gonna say 20 plus.
I'm not gonna be mad.
And the reason why I'm gonna say 20 plus is like I said, they're gonna come out.
I think you
the defensive intensity is gonna be crazy. The fans are gonna be crazy. What better sound than shutting that?
The fans are gonna be crazier for friends though because
I know
they're
that. That's what I'm
friends.
telling you. The villain role,
There's gonna be a lot of red, white, and blue in the
It's the villain. It's the villain role. Let me tell you though.
Like, did you call it friends? White and blue.
No, this is what I'm telling you though. This is what I'm saying. It's gonna be that villain role. We got a chance to play the villain role, and we're gonna. It's gonna be quiet in there. I'm telling you.
Think so?
A pin drop.
No.
Pin drop. It's gonna be quiet.
No.
Only mouth you gonna hear Dwayne Wade when
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only way I can see it getting nasty is if we start seeing LeBron punch on people instead of these
finger rolls,
these fancy
the up and unders.
If you get the punching on people, and it's like,
when is the game?
I don't know actually.
What's today?
Today it should be like
it has to
Saturday
be
or Sunday.
Yeah, it has to be coming on Saturday or Sunday.
Because the Olympics don't wait for nobody.
I was gonna say because it's only 2 weeks. Let me see.
Yeah, it
USA.
Then the WNBA got to start their season back, so we can't get on because they play the day after.
Oh snap! Wait, no, they should be in the playoffs.
No, they started.
No, they started back
just
up.
halfway.
Oh, they do a break like that?
So they did the All-Star game. Remember they had their All-Star game?
Well, I didn't know their break was this long.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it usually ain't this long. It's just this long because the Olympics was in the middle of their season.
Oh, they ain't trying to get nothing going on with that. I respect it.
Remember they had the All-Star game because the All-Star team actually lost.
To the world?
No, they lost to the players that was in the All-Star game. Like, they lost to like Angela Reese, Caitlin Clark, the people that didn't go to the Olympics. The girls
that was the All-Star game.
They had lost in the All-Star game. The Olympic team lost to the other players.
All right, so the game is Saturday.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, everybody was talking about. They're like, that's why you should have seen. They said you should have seen Caitlin and Angel.
I don't.
And the other girl, I can't remember her name.
She went off.
The African girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she got
30 in the second half.
She was killing them.
She was killing them. I did hear about that. I was asleep. Yeah. I always get her name mixed up with the girls that came from
Houston.
Stanford. That's from Houston. I always get their names mixed up, so I never try to.
All right, but okay, so peep this. So all right, so we got this taken care of. We got the 20-point Francis up. We got 12. We got 8. Bruh, I don't know, but y'all put it in the chat. By this time, it's gonna have already happened. So just put in the chat who's your MVP. Who's your MVP of the Olympics?
You know who to go with, bro.
You said Brown?
No, I'm saying so you know who to go with about the prediction.
Oh, okay. So me, anyway. So who's your MVP of the Olympics?
Here you go, man.
Why you being messy?
Because you like college.
MVP,
Oh, that's true. MVP of the Olympics. Someone from Team USA.
RG from.
There's really only 3 options.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with
Curry.
It's okay to say Curry.
No, he don't want to go with Curry.
It won't hurt.
He ain't unlocked yet.
I'm gonna go with
Jason Tatum.
You're childish.
All right,
no, Halliburton.
I'm gonna go with LeBron, but I sleep want to go with KD, but I'm gonna
go with KD.
I'm gonna go with LeBron though, because KD missed. Did he miss a game?
Not since
he just I'm gonna
go with KD.
I'm gonna
go with LeBron. I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Okay, cool. That's wild anyway. But no, that's not wild. But the KD one, trying to force that. Who you got, bro?
Crazy, bro.
MVP.
I'm going with Braun too.
Can't go wrong, bro.
Okay.
He had a triple-double in this game too. So.
He did.
I know you ain't got the big old Cleveland shirt on, and you ain't finna go with LeBron.
No, he ain't gonna go with Braun. That's when they made the Kyrie jerseys. Them the Kyrie jerseys.
So I'm going with. Dang, y'all done shamed me. But I'm going with Steph.
I knew that.
I'm going with Steph. However, caveat. If Bron is the MVP, I'm definitely not mad.
We just shamed you out of picking the hometown hero.
No. I mean,
Crazy.
they were both born at the same. They were both born at the same hospital 4 years apart. Anyway.
Is he the hometown hero?
Anyway.
What was he raised in?
So here's the thing. So Curry, the offensive performance that he put together in this last game.
Wait, side note, not to cut you off,
but you're gonna cut me off. Go ahead.
It's funny that they was both born in the same hospital, while one was born to a single mother that was on housing, right. And the other one was had a
NBA player,
a former NBA player as a dad who probably was worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions at the time. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Boy, that hospital though, hey man, it is.
That's crazy.
Is,
so anyway,
it's wild. Like,
but yeah, the performance that Curry put together against Serbia, and then the performance that he had in the first game, leading the team in scoring, all of that. That's why I would have him 1. I have Bron right there at 2, just because he did a lot of the, calling everything out on defense. Mm-hmm. He did a lot of, getting rebounds that we needed, as well as doing assists, the usual Bron thing. So either way, I'm not mad at those 2 picks. I feel like, honestly, those are the only 2 options.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Olympic talk. I have some questions real quick. I just want to see where you all's minds at.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. So we're going to go best passing.
In the Olympics or ever?
No, this is NBA. So I have some names for you. I'm just gonna give you a couple. You can think outside of these names, but I just want to see what y'all talking about. All right, so we got Chris Paul.
All right.
Isaiah Thomas.
All right.
Jason Kidd. John Stockton. Bron, Magic, Rondo, Joker, Nash. You going with Magic?
Magic.
Off the rip. All right,
I seen them highlights, but I like Nash. Nash will be my number 2.
I was finna say Nash, man. That literally got him 2 MVPs back to back.
Yeah.
That passing, because it really wasn't going. I'm gonna say.
I love that.
I'm gonna say Magic 1A, Nash 1B.
I agree with that. I like Nash. Nash was always a player whose game I always liked.
Yeah, man, I remember watching them Phoenix team, bro. Like, he was cold.
Phoenix, Dallas, he was just always able to get boys together.
For sure.
Get that pill going to everybody. Like, you had your one guy that was giving you, like, 25 plus, and then, like, you had another guy that was giving you 20. Then it was, like, the next guy was 17. He always, every team he had that type of, like, situation going on, whether it was the Mavs or whether it was Phoenix. He always had a guy that can get you 25, another guy that can get you 20, another guy that can get you 15 to 17, and he's giving you his 18, 16 to 18 a game.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, but I think that he was the curator of that, because I don't know another team since those 2 teams that he played on where, like, everyone eats to that degree, except for Minnesota. That year was Zach LaVine, Cat, and Andrew Wiggins, but they were just scoring.
I'm gonna say everybody on the Warriors 8. Steph 8, Clay 8, KD 8.
That's it. I just told you that when Kurt, look at me, when Steve Nash was on a team, this is the starting 5. Let's just go to Dallas, right? So you had Dirk giving you 25 plus, right?
Okay.
Then you had Michael Finley giving you 20 a game, right? Mm-hmm. Then you had Josh Howard giving you about 17, 18 a game or something like that, right? Then you had Nash also giving you 18 a game. That's just in your starting 5. Okay. Then if you go to Phoenix, you had Amari giving you 25 plus a game, right? Mm-hmm. Then you had Shawn Marion giving you not 20. He was like that
17.
He was like that 15 to 17 guy. Then you had Jason Richardson that was giving you about 18 a game. You had Joe Johnson that was giving you 20 a game. And you had himself that was giving you like 16 to 18 a game. So it's just like, you don't see that occur. And I feel like that's because of the way that he was passing the ball. Similar to Magic, because Kareem was giving you 25. You had James Worthy that was giving you 20. He was Finals MVP, so you already know he was hooping. And then you had other cats
Thompson,
other cats on that team as
Steve
well.
Nash is up there, but you got to put J Kidd up there too, because them
J Kidd, amazing.
That was cool.
Okay, so here's who I got. My number 1 is Magic, easy. My number 2 is Chris Paul. Chris Paul has, I think, the highest assist to turnover ratio in NBA history. He's called point guard for a reason.
For sure.
And then also, never forget the team, that OKC team that he took to the playoffs when everybody thought that he went to OKC to die.
Steve Nash could have did that.
When did he ever take a team like that to the playoffs?
I think he could have did that too.
Name a time he's ever taken a team like
No, I'm
that.
saying I think he could have done that.
I don't think he could have.
Yeah, I think he.
I don't
he had
think,
the ingredients
I don't
over
think he
there.
had that.
I know a player that did it and averaged a triple double. But that's just me.
Who, Russ?
Yeah.
Russ is my top 3 favorite players of all time.
Yeah, but Russ is also one of,
But-
to me, in my opinion, he's probably
But that wasn't about his passing. That was about his athleticism.
I love Russ.
That's about his athleticism and scoring. Russ was so athletic and so prolific at scoring and just being able to force his will that teams are new into the game. Like going into the game, they said, all right, we have to stop
He can
Russ.
control a lot of ground.
Yeah. We have to stop Russ. Like, whatever we do, we got to figure out how to keep him off of rebounds, try to keep him from scoring. And because you're collapsing on them, you got people who are open in the corner on the wing in order to hit that
Meanwhile,
open shot.
Chris
Chris Paul's literally
Steve
creating.
Nash is doing left-handed passes between the
I mean,
defender's
you really can't
leg
go wrong with this.
to the guy that's.
I was gonna say,
cutting to
Chris
the
is
right.
doing that too.
You really
It's like-
can't go wrong. You just pick your poison.
Nah, I wouldn't say no. Like he made like elite level passes look textbook. That's what I admire a lot in regards to passing with Steve Nash. He made it look textbook, but Magic. He was a showman,
and he got
was
it
a
done.
showman. Like he
For
would
sure.
literally do this, coming down, boop. Next you know it's a dunk. I'm like, how did you see that dude looking this way? Like
Yeah.
his highlight reel is amazing.
No, it really
he looks
is.
like he looks like a modern day player.
Now, look,
That Magic nickname was very
For
very
sure.
dead
if
off.
I had to really just sum it up, though, if I really had to pick a answer, like my life depending on it, if I look at all of their career, I would probably have to go with Chris Paul, because I've seen Chris Paul do it with every team he played with. You only seen Magic do it
The Lakers.
with King Olajuwon, not King Olajuwon. We only seen him do it with
Kareem.
Kareem, and with certain players.
Yeah.
You only see Nash really do it with Amari Stoudemire and like Joe Johnson.
You gotta remember he was an all-star.
I'm just saying though.
However,
Joe Johnson.
he wasn't.
played.
He wasn't.
Joe
what-
Johnson only played
what I'm
there
saying.
1 year.
But he's saying with other great players.
No, I'm saying he wasn't.
he never
wasn't-
had to do it by himself.
Yeah, he wasn't what he was in Dallas.
Like without an all-star on the team.
He was different in Phoenix. He didn't make that team. He wasn't what he was in Dallas. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. But that team was built around.
No,
Steve
but what
Nash.
I'm saying, I'm saying,
Yeah.
because they
But they
showed-
also had like guys who are like for
I'm
sure.
saying they
all-stars.
had Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
I've seen
the
Chris
talent was
Paul-
just higher.
I see what you're saying. You're
I'm
saying
saying Chris Paul
what
take
Chris
average
Paul.
guys.
No, for sure.
And do it.
Chris Paul did it with
And go
LA.
to-
He did it
Man.
in LA. He turned
Everywhere.
He turned up LA. He turned up New Orleans. For sure, he turned up New Orleans.
Bruh.
He should
Turned up Phoenix.
He
Nobody was
should
expecting that
have won an
shit in the
MVP while playing in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which is my
The
Him
only
and
team he
Marcus
didn't
Camby.
turn up.
He turned up the
The
Rockets
only
too.
team he didn't
He
turn
did.
up was Golden State because he didn't have the opportunity.
No, he wasn't gonna get the opportunity.
But I'm
That
saying,
team didn't make sense
But this
for
is
him.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Everywhere
that was
he's
just a
everywhere
face
he's
for
been, no
marketing.
matter who he
Yeah.
played with,
Mm-hmm.
he's done it. All the other players had Hall of Famers,
Right.
if that's fair.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to
I
Chris
agree.
Paul. If I had to really just,
I'm still going Magic one just because Magic was so great.
But if we talking
But-
about from a standpoint of passing the ball, then that's where the conversation changes. But if
Because
we
he
wanna
was
talk about-
Stockton, he had Malone. You know, what
no,
I mean?
they just the two best systematic players in NBA history.
No, I get what you're saying, but if I'm saying like if we had to just burn down like who is the best, I would have to go.
Stockton
with,
is not the best passer.
No, what I'm saying I would have to go with Chris Paul for that reason that he's done it with
With every
average players,
talent that you would imagine.
scrub players,
Yeah.
Hall of Famers. It doesn't matter. He's done it. Even when he made David West,
Yeah.
he
No,
kept
David West was
Bro,
hard.
he kept
No,
David
not
West.
David West. Not
Yeah.
David West. Them two different players.
David West.
David Wesley's a whole different player.
Yeah,
than
he
David
made.
West.
Yeah, he kept
David West
David.
was a guard.
Man, he kept David Wesley's career for another 3 to 4 years.
No, you didn't see what he was doing in Indiana? That ain't got nothing to do with Chris Paul.
Wait.
David Wesley,
David West?
the shooter.
No, we talk about the power forward.
No, I'm
man.
talking about the shooter. He gave him another 3-4 years in his career.
He was earning his last leg when he went to New Orleans. That's different.
That's what I'm telling you. He gave another 3-4 years.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the foul.
That's what I'm saying. He took average guys and made them look good. Even that, like he was saying, like OKC team.
Because that OKC team, we knew the Rockets were going to beat them. However, the fact that he was
there to die anyway, the Rockets traded him over there. He was left there to die.
And the fact that he took that team to the playoffs was crazy.
Have you seen Magic without Kareem?
I get what you're saying, but I don't think the conversation
Have you seen
is
Nash
the best.
without Amari Stoudemire?
I don't think the conversation is the best.
Magic went to the finals without Kareem, though.
And
in 91.
You gotta think, when outside of the Clippers and the Hornets,
that's a lot of time,
I don't think that
the Hornets was literally the first part of his.
No, you gotta remember he was hurt for a year and a half. So like he came in 06. I think he got hurt 8 or something like that. He got hurt.
He came in 06?
Yeah. Well, 2005, 2006.
No, he came in. No.
He came in 05.
Bron came in 3.
Came in like
so
5,
Chris
6.
came in like 4 or 5.
No, he came in like he was.
I don't remember him coming
2005. But you know, like rookie of the year is in 2006. That's how I was thinking about it. He was a rookie of the year in 2006.
Yeah, 05.
But he came in 2005.
Yeah. I was gonna say because they played at camp.
So I think I don't think he only got like a good like. I think he signed an extension and got traded around that same time.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to go to LA.
Yeah, I think he only.
I wish I would have went there.
Okay,
I think he was only there for
so
like
here's my
3
thing.
years.
Yeah, 3.
So what do y'all think about? I already think he's a Hall of Famer first ballot. But what would you think about Chris Paul? Chris Paul. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
I'm saying what would you
Yeah.
think? So now what would like?
I thought he was throwing crazy name.
No, some players are.
I was bracing
I
myself.
think he's one of those rare players. Like in that, he's going to be in that category with Charles Barkley, where it's like, even if he don't win a championship, he's still going to be respected like an Allen Iverson. Because, like for instance, to me, this will solidify his career.
A championship.
If he was to take the Spurs to like the Western Conference Finals next year,
that'd be crazy.
That'll solidify him.
Here's the only thing that I would say. I disagree with the fact that he would be seen like Charles. To like guys like Bron, D Wade, Melo, KD, they're always gonna respect Chris because and Steph. Like they saw like but time gives you a chance to rewrite what happened.
Or to even add more
and then
nuances.
like 20 years from now, they're gonna try to pick it apart. Like we saw Kobe being Kobe, but kids today they'll look at the numbers and they'll try to pick apart like what we actually sat there and watched and how he was really cooking.
You had to be
in front of him. Like this, looking at the numbers and watching a couple of highlights doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
And I think that will probably end up happening with Chris Paul if he doesn't win a ring. They'll go back to why didn't he win with the Clippers? The 3-1 comebacks that happened.
But he wasn't a part of that 3-1 comeback.
Yes, he was.
Hurt.
No, it was hurt. It doesn't. They're still gonna pick it apart.
No,
okay. Whatever
I
they
get
can
what
pick apart, they're gonna try to pick it apart.
They weren't there to see it,
right?
So like they could just look at the numbers like how we do with like the 80s and in
70s and stuff. But when we say why didn't Wilt win? Now, if you talk to somebody who was alive back then, they'll just tell you Boston had all these superstars, this, that, and the third. Yeah. But we're like at the time, like it's still Wilt. Like he should have got it done. Yeah. So people are gonna do that.
One.
Yeah, but compared to the 11 that Bill won, we're like questions that need answers.
True. And this is why this is why I say he'll be like Charles Barkley. Because everybody knows Charles Barkley would have won a ring.
But you also
if it wasn't for Jordan.
But there's not a Jordan in this era.
But like I said,
that's the thing. There's not a Jordan.
There's several Jordans in this era.
His Jordan was his injuries. Because everybody know this is just my opinion.
That's a good take.
They would have won. He would have won in Houston. They would have won that championship.
100%.
If he would have got hurt,
100%.
Ain't no way they going 0 for 27.
He wouldn't let that happen.
He would have slowed that game down, bagged it out.
Yeah. We gonna get a lob to Clint and restart this.
And then some would say that championship would have probably counted for like 2 because that was a KD Golden State team.
Yeah.
And that team was virtually unbeaten.
That team was loaded.
So if I'm almost guaranteed. I'm almost guaranteed. They would have beat.
Y'all killed us in the regular season.
Who they went on?
I went to sleep earlier.
Who they went on to play in the finals?
Cleveland. They would have saw Cleveland.
They would have beat Bron. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Honestly,
that team was
probably swept Bron.
I remember that year. We saw them in the We saw
we
them
was
in the
swept,
regular
bro.
season.
Yeah.
No, bro. Listen. I'm not gonna say sweep because
I don't see
always
getting swept.
However, here's what
to
like
butt cheeks.
no. Like I'm not gonna definitively say we lose because I'm always going with my boys. However, boy, when we saw them in the regular season, they were shooting the lights out of the gym. We were just looking like, man, they just hit another one. So that's tough. So they would have been. I think they would have been at least.
But I've seen
been the
LeBron
favorites
lose.
coming in.
I've seen LeBron lose the season series.
Yeah, that Rockets team was
getting the
not.
playoffs.
No, but you seen it against Eastern Conference teams at that
Rockets
time.
Team,
That team,
different.
that Rockets
We
team,
won 65 games that year.
that
But
Rockets
that
team.
Golden State team.
No, that Rockets team would have swept the East.
No,
That Rockets team
doubt.
would have swept
doubt.
the East.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Chris Paul, Jordan was his injuries.
Okay.
Like, it's been several series where he would have won and had a championship team.
But that's just a market.
Like,
But that's just gonna make him easier to get
But
picked apart.
also-
and
The
forgotten.
only thing you can definitively say that he wouldn't have won with was really with the Clippers and really with the
Hornets.
with Phoenix Suns, because he went to the championship and they lost.
Oh, yeah, he did play for Phoenix.
Giannis was not to be denied, and Aiden wasn't up for
that
the
50-point triple-double.
Yeah,
man.
Aiden wasn't up for the
That's hard to overcome.
But other than that, man, like I see, if Chris Paul wouldn't been hurt, I would say he at least had 2 championships by now.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I don't think he goes to Phoenix, so I don't even know. If he was a championship in 18, I don't see him going to Phoenix.
I see it. I see it going because him and Harden wasn't getting along.
Yeah, they weren't getting along, but if you win a championship,
It doesn't matter. One of them will have to
You'll
go.
get an opportunity. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think I agree with you on that.
They
one.
win a
He
championship.
would've left still.
It doesn't
They
matter.
win a
man.
championship. James Harden gone.
It doesn't matter because
No.
James Harden had it. So
Because remember that who was the GM?
Daryl Morey.
Daryl Morey. He loved Harden.
They win
Chris
a
would've been gone.
championship. Listen to me. They win a championship. I'm telling you.
You're saying Daryl Morey would
I'm
choose
telling
Chris
you.
over Harden.
I'm telling you. That was the worst thing that we did. Was get rid of Chris Paul.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
this is
So
what-
imagine we had an opportunity to get the boy back.
the team never fell
And the
off.
only difference in terms of front office is that Daryl Morey gone.
Yeah.
And his second in command that went to Grossen, the one the Latino guy that was a GM for the Timberwolves before he got fired.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Everybody that's there, the front office is still the same. It's just that everybody just got promoted. Everything. There's nobody new there.
But this is what I'm saying. Even if they would have won the championship that year, Chris Paul still would have left.
No, I'm
Because-
telling
Are you saying as a free agent?
He would have left because him and Harden wasn't clicking. Harden didn't like the fact of being of Chris Paul having the ball. That's why him and Westbrook was like this.
No. The issue was never about Chris Paul having the ball because that was what was needed. They needed somebody to relieve a little stress from James Harden because the problem is coming into the playoffs, James Harden was always tired because he had the ball in his hand so much. Mm-hmm. So you needed somebody that was going to be able to relieve that pressure off of him. So Chris Paul was needed. The problem with James Harden is that you can't tell James Harden to do something that you can't do. That's James Harden's issue. That's why when he was playing with Russ, he didn't have an issue with Russ. Because if Russ tell him to go do something, that's the same thing Russ is going to do as well. So they didn't have a basketball issue. The problem was the way the team was constructed.
They were way too small.
It wasn't built to win.
They literally had PJ Tucker playing.
They literally traded their big man just to make it easier for Russ to be able to play basketball.
And I'm not denying none of that. I'm saying to the fact of the matter of, regardless if they win that championship or not, Chris Paul still gonna leave because it wasn't room enough for the both of them.
I think Chris would have left. I'm not disagreeing.
I don't see that.
Even if he didn't get traded, I could see him leaving and going somewhere. If he wins a ring and that ring monkey is off of his back, then you could go somewhere that you want to go that will make you happy with your family, where you get to maybe play with your friend like Bron, or go play with Melo, or go play with just somebody who you rock with who has the same mindset. Somebody who has the same mindset though. That's the same same mindset or work ethic.
And also, Chris Paul is like an a-hole. That's been the thing.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody go. James Harden
like that.
James Harden liked the party too much.
Yeah, Harden didn't like
real, bro.
Well, he never stopped his lifestyle.
Not the part. I don't think the partying part
Chris
was a
Paul
big
never
deal.
stopped his lifestyle.
Yeah,
Chris Paul got 2 kids and a wife.
Yeah, the partying part
was
wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
What the problem is like more so on the court. It's like, hey, let's do stuff that makes sense. Let's do the IQ stuff.
I'm going to get 40, so why should I listen to you?
Right.
That's James Harden was a supreme diva and was like.
So you said the championship was gonna change that?
It was gonna heighten James Harden to where it was gonna be too much of a problem. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying
it was gonna heighten so much that now
he just approved our boy.
No, I said it was gonna heighten so much that now let's just say it like this, right? So like let's just say you have a spoiled child, right? And like let's say now you're giving that spoiled child money to go make independent moves without you, right? And that spoiled child goes and buys a gun. Now you like, hold on, I done gave you some money. This what the heck you doing? Oh, you tripping. Now my eyes are open to the decision that you can make because I have enabled you. And what I'm saying to you is, once we would have got a championship with James Harden, the way of how diva he would have turned up in the city, the front office management would have all been looking at him like, oh,
this is
look
what
at what we created.
Did you hear what
we got to get him up out of here.
You hear what we
got to get him up out of here.
You hear what y'all said?
What?
Daryl Morey was his boy.
Yes.
They was not choosing Chris Paul over Harden.
I can't see it because he's younger. Just off of age
You'd have to have seen how James Harden was moving around the city.
James Harden was the type of person
and the type of person that he was to know that putting that ring on him too. Oh man,
the team was built around James.
See how
Harden.
he acted when he was top 75.
The team was built around James Harden, not Chris Paul.
I'm trying to think.
You could have said either. I know you're right. You're 100% right about that. What I'm saying is, in 2018, you would have got more bang for your buck getting rid of Harden than Chris Paul.
I don't see that. Ain't no way.
No, yes. Now that part is true.
I could have traded for Paul George.
If you get rid of James Harden, you could bring in a lot of people.
I could have traded for. We talk about healthy.
Yeah.
I could have traded for so much
because also you always have to factor in age.
I could have traded for Curry. If that's what was going down,
for one thing,
if we talking big, if it was a deal where they was gonna win a little bit more than us, and James Harden was the centerpiece of that trade, you don't think that if they would have threw Curry out there,
for one thing,
Curry and Capella, Harden and Capella for Curry, you don't think that's going down?
We're gonna have to agree to disagree because that team was that team because of James Harden. Forget, James Harden was a beast. He was scoring 30 to 40 points a night, and he was getting to the free throw line, getting half the league in foul trouble. This man making 13.
We're not even talking about basketball because basketball is not James Harden and Chris Paul's problem in 2018.
Right.
That was never their problem.
Nothing their problem.
The problem was that they didn't like each other so much so that they did not want to play basketball with each other.
This is what I'm telling you. So a championship wasn't going to change that.
I'm not. I hope you don't misunderstand me.
No, that's
I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is, we would have saw how much more of the person that James Harden is with that ring in the city to realize maybe that's not the guy we should be backing anymore.
I don't see that.
I'm saying.
And that's what I'm telling you.
They would do that here.
They wasn't choosing. They was not going to choose Chris Paul over Harden.
Okay, so
going 30, 40
as a GM, would you choose the younger guy who's a better scorer, rebounder, can also give you not a better passer, but can also give you a lot of assists? Or would you take the guy who's older, has a great IQ, great passer, but he is older?
Can I replace the score?
And he has a history.
Can I replace the score?
Okay, so remember before you replace the score, Harden had what? That was he had 3 scoring championships?
2.
League and Mayfield.
Okay, 2.
Maybe had more. He probably had 3.
And that plus the MVPs. That's what you're replacing. You're not just replacing 30 to 40 points. So you're replacing all of that.
You don't think
who?
In 2018, you don't think
who? Because that's not Paul George straight up.
I don't need Paul George to give me 36.
Who you gonna replace him with?
I'm telling you, I don't need Paul George to give me 36 a game. We're talking 6 years ago. We're not talking right now.
Yeah.
I don't need Paul George is 34. I don't need 28-year-old Paul George to give me 36 a game for a win. Paul George didn't have to average 36 a game when he went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I don't expect him to do that for me. I just expect him to, if he can give me 25 to 27 a game, for sure. He did 26. He did 26 in OKC. But I'm saying with this team constructed, 26 should be able to do it.
This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. They wasn't.
And Paul George, James Harden kind of does too, but chokes at big moments.
This is what I'm telling you.
But I'm getting a better defender. I'm getting a taller, bigger guy, and he also has a bag too.
But
Harden's a way better scorer, better rebounder, better passer.
And this is the thing.
I don't even know about
what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you. They were not going to choose him because simple fact, we seen Chris Paul around a better team in LA with the Clippers. And he couldn't get it done.
James Harden was the best player on the Rockets team when he was on the Rockets, right? They did montages.
No.
They did montages of his defensive. Yeah, there we go. I was going to use incapabilities, but ineptness is works as well. They did several montages of that. They showed him going to the club after loses. When we lost to the Spurs, the boy was in the club 30 minutes later.
Facts.
In a strip club at that.
No, yeah.
What else? He getting caught every other week with a model in the bed. Like at that particular time, if that would have got souped up and we a little shaky and you wilding and he taking a plane to go see little baby in Vegas every other day. What? The way he was acting.
And I'm asking you this. Because Houstonians, I was here. Y'all was crazy about James Harden. So if y'all was accepting if y'all was accepting that and he wasn't winning anything, he could have killed something. He could have killed somebody. He could have killed somebody at that time.
Yeah. So when he was in the city and stuff like that, if we would have been losing, he would have been doing majority of the stuff that he was doing. Nah, it's not going on. Why do you think that when he was trying to leave, the Rockets started leaking all the stuff that was going on? It wasn't because they was cool with it from the jump.
Okay, but address his point though. His point is if the Rockets win a championship in 18, and Harden took his partying and going out and flying all over the place from here to here. If they accepted it here, in what world would they not accept it here?
I don't think they accepted it at all. I don't think
we were here, bro.
Y'all couldn't say nothing. You couldn't say nothing about
Harden. It was never accepted. It was tolerated. I'm not saying it was accepted. It was
what's
tolerated.
the difference?
You want to know why?
What's the difference? Wait. What's the difference?
Because accepting something is like, all right, bet this is what's going on. Tolerating it is like, dang, it's going on, but I feel a way about this.
If you don't do anything about the way you feel about it, you've accepted it.
I'm tolerating it.
No, you've accepted it.
I'm tolerating it.
If somebody came and stepped on your shoes right now,
right,
and you're like, man, that makes me feel like I'm not gonna do anything.
I've tolerated that. I didn't accept that.
And if they do it again, because Harden had a habitual behavior where
they kept
doing the same
they
thing.
was tolerating his behavior.
They
did not accept that. They didn't welcome that in open arms.
Okay,
they didn't say yes. Do this more. Okay. We like this. No. It wasn't accepted.
They didn't have to cheer. They didn't have to cheerlead it. But in what way did they say this is unacceptable?
That's no different.
In what way did they say it's unacceptable?
Let me make it a real life example.
All right, go ahead.
That's like, let's say we are married, so we should be able to understand this, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's like saying you leaving a toilet seat up, right? And instead of our wives complaining about it, they just put the toilet seat down or whatever the case and use the restroom. But we keep that toilet seat up. Do you think they're accepting that?
Yeah.
Or do you think they're tolerating
They're
that?
accepting the fact that the toilet seat's going to be up.
Do you think that they like?
My wife says something about it every time.
Because she's not accepting.
That's showing that she's not accepting.
She's not accepting.
She's saying something against it.
Yes. No, exactly. She's not accepting.
So what did the Rockets say against it?
But what I'm saying is
they
this.
They were giving him what he wanted. Everything he wanted.
No.
I want Russell Westbrook.
No.
I want
that from that standpoint. From that standpoint,
start way before that.
Different.
I don't want Dwight.
No, I'm talking about after 2018.
No. Let's start. We can start before. I don't want Dwight.
No, that wasn't a Harden thing. That was a front office thing.
What we saying is, during the whole time he was doing the same thing, partying, getting drunk, going to Lil Baby house in Atlanta, and flying in the next night, and they knew about it. How you think I heard about it? On ESPN.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Let's say somebody brushed past you while they walking or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. You may have felt that it was a little too hard or whatever the case may be, but strangers do stranger stuff all the time, and you just keep walking. Did you accept that? Or did you tolerate the fact that whole situation occurred?
Like Josh said, what's the difference? I didn't say anything, so they don't know.
I'm talking about you. Did you
James Harden don't know.
Was that something that you accepted to all I'm asking?
James Harden don't know he's being tolerated because they ain't saying nothing. That's just like,
look no further than the fact that they're starting to leak all this stuff to the press about how he's acting.
I see what you
they did that. He wanted to leak.
Hold on, JB.
Exactly.
This is my thing.
I would tolerate you. I can tolerate the stuff that you do. But once you're ready to do me dirty, I'm no longer tolerating it. I'm no longer accepting it.
I'm gonna say this.
You're no longer accepting it? No, we're good.
This is what I'm saying.
You said we're no longer accepting it.
No,
I'm tired of it.
I'm no longer tolerating your behavior. I never accepted your behavior, but I'm no longer tolerating it. So now I'm going to start telling people the bad stuff that you do.
Amen. This is what I'm telling you. Okay, I'm going to use my one metaphor and I'm going to leave it alone. Because I see you ain't moved on this. We all got kids.
Alright.
Right? My kids, they keep messing up their room. They ain't clean up their room. It's bothering me. But if I don't never say nothing to my kids, they gonna keep on messing up that room. They ain't gonna clean that room.
That's not you accepting that though.
Even though it's bothering, but they don't know.
You're tolerating it.
They don't know that though.
It's not about what the kids know. It's about how it's making you feel. That's what I'm saying. From a front office perspective, they were just tolerating the fact that you're holding up the jet. Well, we're trying to go to another city.
But to the kids,
you trying to take a whole other form of transportation.
Ain't nothing going to change.
You want to take the team jet. You want to take the team jet to a whole other city on your off day. We're tolerating these.
Did you say something to them about it?
We're tolerating these things because why? When you step on this hardwood floor, I gotta tolerate everything you do on this hardwood floor, good or bad. So I'm tolerating those things. It's plethora of things that James Harden probably had to tolerate as well, dealing with this front office. It ain't like he just had them in his hands.
Your conversation is contradicting. You contradicting yourself with what you saying because you saying, okay, we tolerating it. That he ain't winning the championship. And you saying, but he gonna win the championship, and we gonna tell him we tired of tolerating it.
No.
That's what you saying.
I was.
Is that not what he's saying?
I was putting in a hypothetical. Situation. And in my hypothetical situation, I said, if we would have won a championship, I'm saying that like media, other eyes. This is not the front office anymore. They would have just seen how much more of what leaks about him have been described. They would have seen that times 10. Because if you could be in Paris, find you a basketball court hooping fully clothed, just to show off your swag, just imagine what you're doing out here in these streets. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's put a pin in it. Let's put a pin in it. I see where both of y'all are coming from. I will go more with they accepted it than they tolerated it because they gave him more money. They gave him access to. If you take the, if I let you, hold on, wait, real quick. If I tell you you can take the team jet for this, at this point I'm giving you my stuff to do. What I'm not tolerating, that's insane. So what I'm not accepting rather is insane. So, but I mean, regardless.
It's all good, bro.
For sure.
This ain't never nothing crazy.
100%. All right, so Shaq posted this. We're going to stay on this for only a second, but Shaq posted this. They rate the top 10 greatest Laker players all time in order. I'm going to tell you right now, I agree with the order. Y'all tell me what you think. We got Kobe 1, Magic 2, Kareem, Shaq, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, George Mikan, James Worthy, Bron, and then Will.
I take Mike in over Braun. I mean, I take Braun over Mike in. Braun been there.
Move him up to 7.
Yeah, I might move him up to who 6?
Elgin Baylor.
Nah,
you can't move him past Elgin Baylor.
Braun better than Elgin. They won the same amount of titles. But Braun is
Elgin got more points than Elgin got more points than LA.
What?
In LA, in the Lakers uniform. This is just as
I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, it's Googleable.
It's definitely Googleable, but I don't know that to be true.
No, it's true.
I don't think so.
How many points do you think Brown got in the Lakers uniform?
Maybe about 8, 9.
So you think Elgin Baylor has like 8, 9?
You can look it up. You say it's Googleable.
I got you, bro. All right, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna just leave it where it's at, man. I don't want to disrespect nobody.
You feel like it's solid?
Cause I don't think Elgin Baylor started in
I would probably have Kareem at 1.
I wouldn't have
and Magic at 2. But
Magic at 2 and Kareem at 1? That's so disrespectful.
Because you gotta think, Kareem was in
had the record for
Milwaukee.
most points of all time.
But he got that between Milwaukee and LA.
So like
I'm gonna leave it the way
He
it
got
is.
a championship in Milwaukee.
But that's what I said. I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. I think it's a good list. We can leave it the way it is. What number Shaq on there is?
Shaq is 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
No, I like the top 5. I like
the whole list.
I do too. I
honestly, I ain't even expect Brian to. Well, see, he do got the championship, but honestly, first thing I wasn't really expecting Brian to be on there. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Because I really think he's underachieved in LA. But
you think he underachieved?
I really think he underachieved in LA.
From the standpoint of. I mean,
real quick, he has 23,000 points in the LA uniform.
He played there his whole career?
Entire career.
Oh, then that's justifiable.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I just justifiable. 23,000 is kind of.
I get that LeBron.
It's justifiable. He's not better than Bron, though.
He averaged 27 and 13 for his career.
He's not better than Bron.
I'm not saying that.
And I get that LeBron won the championship, but I kind of feel like he underachieved.
Elgin Baylor underachieved more than Braun did.
How?
I just feel like
my bad.
They've been in a play-in for one. He hated the play-in, but LeBron been in a play-in every year in LA.
That's true.
Minus stuff.
Not the year they won.
I'm gonna say minus that year.
Oh,
but think about it. If the play-in didn't exist, he wouldn't be in the playoffs.
What about the year that they went to the Western Conference Finals against
play-in?
Against the Nuggets.
Play-in.
22 that was in the play-in.
Play-in. And he's had AD.
That's true.
I feel like he's underachieved.
AD was paper mache back.
This is what I'm telling you.
But yeah, no, I'm keeping Brown in the same spot.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep him there, but honestly, bro.
Yeah, Brown's.
You can't help but see LeBron on that list. You think overall.
No, I'm not thinking overall.
No, I'm saying me.
Oh.
I'm speaking for myself.
Nah, if it's an overall thing,
now I'm looking at LeBron. But your mind goes straight to, man, that's LeBron. You thinking, you just can't think.
No, I'm literally going from 18 to now.
18 to now, he wouldn't be on this list.
19.
I'm just being honest, bro. From whatever year he came, he wouldn't be on this list, bro. To me.
6 years.
Because I don't think he's done enough.
6 years, I won a ring.
He won a ring. He's broken multiple records in that uniform. So
but the records, that all ties to his whole career.
But he's also averaged 28, 8, and 8 in the Laker uniform.
I'm just saying, bro.
28, 8, and 8 is a crazy.
He's been in a play-in every year. If this was regular stuff without the play-in, LeBron would have missed the playoff. No, would have been nothing but a playoff team one time.
Yeah. Well.
Let's be honest, bro.
No, that's not true. Because some of the years that he was in the play-in game, he had the 7th or 8th seed, but because you're the 7th or 8th seed, you're still technically in the play-in. So he still would have made the playoffs some of those years. Some of those years he would have missed, but for the most part, he still would have been in the playoffs, just a super low seed. But I mean, it is what it is. All right, so real quick to close it out, we've been doing our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
We are on our power fours now. So, and I think this was probably one of the tougher positions, behind the centers and point guards.
I think this is the toughest one.
So, Mount Rushmore, 4 spots.
I go.
4 spots. Mount Rushmore, power 4.
It ain't even hard for me.
Kick it off, Mook. Who you got?
I got Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley,
Okay.
Kevin Garnett,
Okay.
and this fourth one could be tough. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Charles Barkley.
You gonna say Draymond?
Yeah.
Look at him smiling. Oh, you nasty!
No, I ain't gonna I got
look, Killer Dre from
Hey,
the
bro.
Bay. What's up?
You gotta have take integrity, bro. You gotta have take integrity.
Oh, okay.
Killer Dre from the Bay. Hey.
Oh man, man, I really like Chris Webber, bro.
All right.
I really like the Chris.
We locking him in?
I like what he did.
We locking him in?
I don't want to lock him in.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to lock him in.
All right,
I
who
really
you
did
got?
like Chris Webber.
Bro, come on. Who you got?
He's my honorable mention.
All right, honorable mention, Chris.
Oh, so he's your asterisk.
All right, who's your 4?
Man.
I think you overthinking this, honestly.
I'm probably him.
I think you're really overthinking
Zion,
this.
he tough.
No, he ain't did enough yet.
You're childish, bro. You're super childish.
Throw some names out there, bro. My mind ain't.
Dirk.
Keep going.
That's crazy. Pau Gasol.
Boy got 30K.
Hell no. I'm gonna go Dirk.
I know what mine.
I'm gonna go Dirk. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dirk.
You gonna go
man.
Dirk?
Okay.
Even though he ain't American, I'm gonna go Dirk.
Oh, you want to keep it American on your
I
American
kind of did,
sword.
but I'm gonna go Dirk though. I like Dirk, man, and he finally got on one, bro. I was happy for Dirk.
Okay. What you got, bro? I
I
already know my list.
I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta hit up the KG for the connect.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Moses Malone.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the boy Charles because Moses was with Charles.
That was his OG. Okay.
There it is.
So I got Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
He's number 1 on that one.
Yeah.
After Tim Duncan, I have Dirk is on that list for sure for me.
Okay. He's my honorable mention.
I got Giannis on there for sure.
I don't think he done enough yet.
Championship, Finals MVPs,
Yeah.
a couple regular
It's not
MVPs.
enough.
You know who I left?
Wait, a couple regular MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year trophy, a couple. Like, what more? Every trophy that you can get that really means
Still
something,
not enough.
he got. That's
He ain't
crazy.
did it for long enough yet. I feel like you gotta at least have like
Hey,
10 plus
hey.
years under your belt. They show this though.
He has more.
to be on the round
he-
much more though.
He has more accolades,
Let me see who else you got.
individual and the team success than Charles Barkley.
I don't really think he's a true 4. I really think he's a 3.
That's insane.
He's a 4.
So who did I say? I said Tim Duncan. I said Dirk. I said Giannis, and then to finish it out, I'm going with KG.
You know who y'all leaving off?
Oh,
Karl Malone.
That's on purpose.
yeah, man. We can't keep.
I'm not. Yeah. Well, yeah, no. He
We
deserves.
can't salute the systematic player.
No.
No,
Charles.
systematic.
No, yeah, for sure. But no, Carl's left off of any list.
Who your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is Charles Barkley.
You left Charles Barkley off the
He's
list?
my honorable
You
mention.
is tripping, bro.
Well, okay, so
Charles Barkley.
How you gonna put Dirk
No.
over Charles?
why would I put Dirk over Charles? Because I saw what Dirk did to Bron, D. Wade, and Bosh.
That's not enough.
Without another All-Star on his team,
not enough.
without another superstar on his team.
I don't know.
I saw.
So
I saw
J.
what-
Kidd wasn't the
Wait, and Dirk saw the finals twice.
J. Kidd
Charles
wasn't
saw
the
it
finals.
once.
J.
At
Kidd?
that time, no.
What?
At that time,
I'm gonna walk off this camera.
at that time,
J. Kidd?
was Jason Kidd a superstar when he played with Dirk? At that time in his career,
40, bro.
come on now.
But J. Kidd played a big role.
Come on, he played a good necessary role.
He wasn't the 40 that LeBron is. He was 40.
He was
And
a real
also-
life 40.
And also,
He like-
let's
he
forget,
like
LeBron and
40.
them was young too.
They weren't that young. Don't do that.
Nah.
D Wade already won the ring.
That's why he
Brian,
laughing. That's why
I
he
was gonna say,
laughing.
Brian,
Don't
that
do
was
that.
that
Stop
was
wasting
what,
your breath. That's
ninth
why he laughing.
season?
Look at him. He like, got him. He like, got him.
That's crazy. So
Hey, you need your own camera, boo.
Maybe I'm trolling. Maybe I'm trolling.
You super you sure you can
I'm
look
trolling.
He literally look at
I
you.
admit what I'm
Look
trolling.
right at that camera. Got him.
so yeah, like what reason could you really keep Dirk off the list?
I'm trying to figure out how you not gonna have Charles on the list.
The reason I don't have Charles on the list, is because every accolade that Charles has, everybody else on my list has. And then
who has a gold medal on your list?
And then, okay, except for that one. Now,
what do you mean except for that?
Okay, go. How about this? Every NBA, specifically every
it's
NBA
basketball.
Okay,
basketball Mount Rushmore.
Every
Power Forward.
Charles would have had a championship if it wasn't for Jordan. That's a big.
Wait. No.
That's a big asterisk.
No. I can't. I'm not gonna give him that because yes, Jordan got 6 championships of the 8 years in the '90s that he played, but the other 2, from my recollection, Charles was still playing. Yes or no? True or false?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And in those 2 years, who went? The Rockets and the Rockets. That's who came out the West. So he had a chance to not run into Jordan. But when he had a chance to not run into Jordan,
but that doesn't mean
he didn't make it to the finals.
I don't think that's the reason why Dirk bettered it.
No. I wasn't calling that. I was saying the individual stuff.
I don't think Dirk is better than Charles.
Who's your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is Dirk
because I think
Dirk is. I got Moses, Charles, KG, Tim Duncan.
And this is why I say Chris. And this is why I say I really like. And this is why I really like Chris Webber.
And Chris Webber is not better than Dirk.
Chris Webber would have went to the championship. He kept running into Kobe and Shaq.
Dirk ran into Kobe and Shaq.
He didn't run into Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
He ran into Kobe.
Well,
that was what are you talking about?
No. They were beating him at the same thing. However, Chris
in 4.
When did Chris? That's when you're saying that's when Sacramento did.
And 2 years later, he went to the finals.
When did Sacramento disband?
That was like earlier.
They dismantled after like
2001,
2002, 2003.
After the finals,
they kept running.
Because I think Chris's next spot was that Philly team.
That was like 2003.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, Chris Webber kept running into. Then we didn't run into the Lakers.
Wasn't better than Dirk.
Then we didn't run into the Lakers.
He wasn't better. He wasn't better.
You know,
than Dirk,
you know who kept beating him? Robert Ory.
But that's because of injuries.
I bet Chris Webber see Robert Ory his night.
He's silly. If it wasn't for injuries, I would be on the same thing because he was on the trajectory of greatness. He was
a hooper for sure.
Like where he is to me.
Chris Webber could pass. He could shoot. He could dunk.
He's like around Antoine Jamison.
He better.
He better than Antoine Jamison, but if I were to line them up, it would be like Chris Webber.
Antoine Walker.
He was
no. Yeah, Antoine Walker was small forward. Antoine Jamison was cold though. He scored over 20K. Had about 8,000 rebounds.
My thing with Webber though, like I said, when he didn't run into freak, they kept running to the Lakers. And my God, they finally didn't run into the Lakers. They ran into the Spurs. And who make the same big shot? Big shot, Bob Robert. That joker, bro. Man, I was like, if I'm Chris Webber, man, I might just see him and punch him in the face.
I think he got Giannis on there too early.
Yeah, I don't think he did it.
In what word? Okay, let's.
And he's not as skilled as nobody else. Nobody else on the.
So what? That doesn't matter.
You're right. It don't matter
because
it don't matter
because Shaq was not the most skilled big man all time. But I bet next week
he was nimble. He could do everything. It was just that he was strong. No, I was just about to say that he was nimble. I was gonna leave it alone because he was just so strong and could overpower everyone.
Like Giannis?
No.
Giannis has been overpowering people, jumping outrunning them.
The difference between you're talking about athleticism. I'm gonna break down skill from a standpoint of he could Shaq could do a spin move
and do the hook.
No, not the little. It don't have to be a hook. It could be a floater. He could do an up and under. He could hit He had way more touch than Giannis could ever dream of. Giannis
could average 30 by doing 15 dunks.
Yes.
Giannis did 15 dunks a game to average 30. That's what you get.
I mean, if you take away free throws, I'm gonna say he got you 25.
25 points off the dunks.
He probably got you like 26.
Stop it.
Yeah, he probably like.
Stop it.
That's his game.
The reach is insane.
Or are we gonna talk about the fact that he's laying up the ball on his hands on the backboard when he's laying up the ball?
And then for the second part,
I'm a Giannis fan, but I'm just saying he's just not a top. He's not a Mount Rushmore.
For the sake of argument, let's say Giannis had one move, just dunk. That's his only move. When you like a little kid playing the game, R2 squared.
No, I'm quick to say
your
he
job
gonna do this one thing and he gonna get his 30.
If you can't stop it, and if I'm able to win the MVP off of something that you can't stop, that ain't got nothing to do with. That's for you to stop. My one move isn't for me to figure out how.
He's not good.
Yeah, listen. The one move isn't for me to figure out how to do more. You gotta learn how to stop it.
If we're comparing
that's
him
on
to
you.
the field, he's not top 4
because it's not fancy enough for you.
No, he's not better than them. That's what I'm saying.
How is he not?
He's not.
How is he not?
He's not better than Charles Barkley. He's not.
I feel like you project.
He's not better. He's not better than Moses Malone.
I feel
He's not better than Kevin Garnett. He's not better than Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
He's not better than Dirk Nowitzki.
He's not better than Tim Duncan for sure.
Yeah,
Tim is the best.
Are you arguing that he's better than Moses Malone?
He's probably better. He's better. I'll put him over KG.
It's cool.
I'll put him over KG.
I'm not stressing anymore. No, I'm not stressing no more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's better than KG because let's remember, KG's the same guy who struggled year after year in the playoffs and had to go to Boston in order to get that ring.
This is my whole thing.
That's where you coming from. We talking about.
Or if we go for MVPs, that's still Giannis. If we go for defensive players, if we go for defensive players, that's still Giannis. If we go off of points per game, that's gonna be Giannis. If we go for rebound,
from an analytical standpoint,
what do you want to go? Do you want to go for wins?
You're not ever gonna look. I don't think that. Oh yeah, that might be a thing.
Like, what do you want to?
I don't think.
What is KG doing better at the
end? If I
end?
watch the game of basketball, I'm not gonna say Kevin Garnett's game versus Giannis' game. Who do I like more? And say Giannis. No, because the KG that I grew up watching was able to guard 1 through 5. That is not in Giannis' bag. The KG I grew up watching was able to shoot.
Wait, what? He was guarding 1 through 4 because he wasn't.
No, he was guarding 1 through 5.
Here's the 1 through.
He ran from the center position. Yes, Kevin Garnett did that.
Okay, cool.
But he was still able to guard those 5s. He just ran from doing it on a night-to-night basis. He did that. Dirk did that. Tim Duncan did that.
Chris Webber?
Chris Webber was like 6'9", 6'10". That was where he was supposed to be at. But we talk about these 7-footers that chose to be a little bit
to play the 4.
Kept more of a regimen to be a little bit more slender than to deal with 320, 330 Shaq. Right. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And or whatever the case may be. But if I'm just looking at it, Kevin Garnett was guarding 1 through 5s. Kevin Garnett had a slick jumper. Kevin Garnett was able to distribute the ball, guard the best player perimeter or otherwise, or whatever the case may be. That is not Giannis' bag. You say Giannis on your Mount Rushmore. Tell me a guy with Giannis locked up.
You said tell you a guy Giannis has locked up. Like every time he sees him, he's locking him up.
Other than DeAndre Ayton.
Tell me a guy.
All right, DeAndre Ayton. There we go. Teamwork makes a dream. DeAndre Ayton. That's simple.
That's a guy.
And it was in the finals.
This is what I'm saying though.
As a matter of fact, real quick. So, his best year, KG. Do you care about the numbers, or the numbers don't even matter?
The numbers don't matter to me, because if that's the case, we wouldn't be talking about Tim Duncan and all of this.
But Tim Duncan had better numbers than KG. But if we're looking
he did not. KG was a habitual 24, 10 to 12, and 5 guy.
No, he wasn't a habitual 24 because he averaged 24 one time. That's not the definition of habitual.
Is he doing like 23.7, 23.8, 23.6?
No, he's doing... I'll start from the first time he hit 20. We got 20, 22, 22, 21, 23, 24, 22, 21, 22, 18.
Brother.
So he was closer to like a 22-20 point guy.
I gotta agree with E.
He ends his career at 17.
I gotta agree with E. I feel like you projected on this one. I feel like in the future he could be on this list, but right now he ain't did it for long enough. He ain't done it for long enough, bro.
If he has
he gotta put his time in, bro.
KG's career is over.
Giannis has Giannis has everything.
Your greatest point guard, your greatest power forwards of all time. I think Giannis is in year 8.
He ain't putting no dudes in, bro.
He's not.
If he already has what he has, like what are we talking about?
Everything you talking about has happened for Giannis over the last 4 to 5 years. I'm not giving nobody with a.
All right, look. I'll start for. Let's look at Giannis once he cracked 20. 22, 26, 27, 29, 28, 29, 31, 30. KG ain't had none of that. KG never got past 25.
It's not a numbers thing. And
How do you win basketball games?
That's what you
Whoever scores the most what? Whoever scores the most.
You remember how he talked about how everybody's going to only look at the numbers and be able to.
Hey, here's the thing. I was there to see KG.
This is the funniest thing. You was there to see Kevin Garnett, but you're pulling up his numbers. You're there. You're here currently able to see what Giannis does, and you're pulling up his numbers.
Yeah. Okay. And you. So even if.
It's cool.
I'm not picking.
That's why I'm saying it's cool.
I was saying because I'm not saying
your eyes. We don't have the same eyes.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Hey, Chad.
I'm good with that.
Hey, Chad. Who your top 4 power forward?
Yeah, please.
Y'all already know. Let me make it easy for you, Chad. Tim Duncan. Yes?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
We all know Tim Duncan.
I have Dirk. They don't have Dirk.
I don't have Dirk.
I have Giannis. They don't have Giannis.
Absolutely not.
I have
Charles Barkley.
I have KG.
I had Tim Duncan. Charles Barkley.
I don't think nobody
KG
in this era of basketball right now is a Mount Rushmore player.
I had Dirk Nowitzki based off he did it throughout he did it for a long time. He wasn't just
no for sure. That's why
I put Dirk up in there.
Yeah.
You know.
And who's your
Charles Barkley, Tim Duncan, and KG.
I think Mon's the first player.
And I had honorable mention. I had Chris Webber because
the first NBA player to come out of high school, Moses Malone.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And then you got another high school player, KG.
So who?
Hold on. Let me finish.
I rounded it up with my boy Sir Charles. Yeah, I think that's a player.
Barkley's my honorable mention, by the way.
So you said Moses Malone. In what order you got to be? That's the order you put it in? What order you put it from 1 to
1 to 4? Oh, yeah. I didn't do that. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, I want to know 1 to 4 because I want to know who would you leave off. If he's saying Giannis, what would you put Moses Malone in? Because I did mine in order.
He probably like a 2-3 guy. I don't know.
Who's the 4?
Interchangeable.
Your 1 is who? Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan has 1.
Who your 2?
I said KG.
So
okay. Moses 3. So 4 is Sir Charles?
Yeah, but I could easily put Moses Malone at 2. I could easily do that. Moses Malone was a bad guy. Led the league in rebounds multiple times. Mm-hmm. He was a high end scorer as well. Yeah. Dope post player. Had amazing, impeccable footwork. I think
I'm not too familiar with Moses Malone.
I think he won one.
The Philly one
with Philly. I'm trying to think.
I think that was what 80.
I'm trying to think it was another one, but that's the one
I didn't really watch a whole lot of Moses Malone.
Only reason why I watched,
I
know a lot about him and made me do my research because he trained my favorite basketball player of all time. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can't say.
All right. Y'all let us know in the chat who's your Mount Rushmore. Let these guys know what's up. Obviously,
hey, what was your order again before you go?
My order, God. All right, Tim Duncan 1, 2. I have Dirk. 3. I have Giannis. 4. I have KG. Honorable mention Charles Barkley. I said what I said. Nothing nice. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, send it out to your friends and family. We got Nothing Nice Gridiron coming up. Yo, we love you. Peace.